Hey everybody, welcome to Fantastic Comics Present. We've got quite a show for you in store. Stick around, I got some videos to play, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hello everybody, Billy Tucci here, and I want you all to know that Fantastic Comics in Berkeley is the best effing comic shop in the United States of America, maybe the world! Booyah!
Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years, do ya still want me? If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, put the blame on me.
Did you know that every 7 minutes a black person is born in this country without soul? Hello, I'm B.B. King. Won't you help Don Simmons and the thousands of others that suffer from this tragic disorder? Its cruel symptoms can strike anyone. Let's take a look.
I think the Republican Party has done one heck of a job. Don't you, June?
I'll say, Ward, we Republicans have turned this country around.
Safety and good mileage are the two things I looked for in a new car. That's why I bought a Volvo station wagon.
Hi, I'm president of the David Hartman fan club here in Glendale. I've even met David Hartman once. What a neat guy.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cherry. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim cheroo. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you.
This is B.B. King saying, won't you please give, so that Don Simmons here and so many others can become useful members of society.
Or below me a kiss, and that's lucky too.
Right to blacks without soul. Post Office Box 1305A, Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you.
That's the TC.
Hey, Miles!
Dan, Klaus! I really identified with the girls in Ghost World. They made me feel like I wasn't so alone.
Yeah, whatever. Do you know anyone who works at Batman? 'Cause I really want to draw Batman. I'm awesome at utility belts. Check these out. This is where the Batman keeps his money, in case he has to take the bus.
Hey man, I'm a genius, alright? I'm the most talented musician in the world. If I was a homosexual or a fish, I would know.
You're a rapper.
Yes.
An entrepreneur.
Yes.
And you like fish sticks.
Yes.
You're a gay fish.
No, I am not no gay fish.
Well, I'm not married to it.
In that case, why don't we take the phrase kicking in a skull and we tweak it, you know, just a hair to something like what? Like strolling through a dewy meadow.
This is where he, you know, every day I'm wearing a necklace like this, and he's in this urn.
Is his ashes?
Yeah, his ashes right here and here. Yep. So both of my grandpas are here.
What's that other thing on the necklace?
It's a Punisher emblem.
What's that about?
I like the Punisher just because he's, you know, he takes his, you know, the law into his own hands to, you know, punish the people that wronged him.
Have you even heard him sing?
He made me sing last night. And if I were straight, I'd make you high-five me right now.
You are letting your judgment be completely clouded by lust.
Yes, thank you. See, Robert, Saul gets it.
Look, this isn't about me anymore. That dunce cannot be Sky.
Robert, I hear you, but I feel like you're not even considering Stevie's badonkadonk.
Honey, we have confronted our homophobia, and so has everyone else in town.
Well, thanks to your mother's tireless efforts, spreading the word about your homosexuality, calling people and writing people, and putting your picture up on telephone poles, and buying bus stop bench ads, and starting an online chat service all about you and your gayness.
Oh, shut up! I'm not gay. You two made my life miserable in this town. I hate you.
You gay bastard! No gay son of mine is not gay. You better get gay or I'll make you gay.
You're my rival, okay? The only reason you're here is so that my hatred of you can fuel my desire to beat you, okay? So I need you staying in the game.
Okay, then I'm gonna beat you, you skank.
Yes, that is the spirit. The only way to beat men is by competing against other women.
John, the kind of control you're attempting is, it's not possible. Listen, if there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new territories, and it crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously, but, well, there it is. There it is.
You're implying that a group composed entirely of female animals will breed?
No, I'm simply saying that life, finds a way.
Gentlemen, this hand definitely does not count. Here, you take it all. I mean, what is it? Well, everything's fair, and I'll be content with leaving. Do you mind if I just hang on to it?
You always been gutless.
Yeah, I think so. Well, for as long as I can remember, at any rate. You know, my old pappy always used to say, he who fights and runs away can run away another day.
What? Look, I don't see what's so great about it. Hey, whoa, son, there. Just slow down there.
Where's the fire, son? I mean, slow down. Don't shoot me, okay? I'm just trying to expound. I was just saying, I don't see what's so great about being brave. I mean, I'm a card player. You know, I play cards, and you call me a gambler. I want to become an old gambler. You, on the other hand, are a gunfighter. And an exceptional one at that, from what I hear. So if I decided to go up against you, I mean, what chance would I have had? Answer? 0. Absolutely none whatsoever. Want to see it again? Whoop. Damn thing won't stay in the holster. Whoop. I'm a spring in there. Oh, come on, kid. Let's just play poker. Who here wants to play poker?
Yeah.
Who wants to see some guy get killed? No. Let's play poker. I'd rather be rich than dead, you know.
Was that fast? I thought that was fast. Was it fast? Was it?
Yeah.
Well, haven't you anything to say? Anything? Out of sheer honesty?
Yes, I would just love a duck dinner.
We're going to start our volleys. We hope you like the show. Everything is ready. We're raring to go. We'll give you all the latest songs and dances full of pep. We're gonna start with high chops. Just watch this chorus steps.
Originally settled as Ocean View during the 1850s, the city's population boomed with displaced
But in my own way, I am king.
Hail to the king, baby.
All right, thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate that. I'm happy to see the people that are here, and hope to see all of you later. Let me know in the comments down below, because I hear that's important, and I'm trying to get over 100 again of views. We used to have people that watched. Come on back. I was watching some other internet, YouTube, comic book people talking, and you guys are lucky that you have me. Seriously, all right? You know what I mean? Seriously. I don't quit on you. I just take a break. Took a break. What else am I going to do? I'd have to move or die. Seriously. I'd rather not die right now. And I ain't leaving California. So this is it. We're in this for the long haul. You know what I mean? All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll say hi to you in just a moment. But 2 weeks in a row, a return. This is a very loose interpretation of this category, of this section of the show. This is going to just be a little over a minute, unless you want to talk about it. It seems that last week, before the show, I knew this and I clipped it, but I didn't think I was going to do anything about it. But now it ties into wrestling. And the thing about wrestling is there's a lot of comics out there. The most popular guy working in comics undoubtedly is Daniel Warren Johnson. And he did do a power bomb. He's doing all the wrestling covers for DC. And hell, DC is owned by Warner Brothers, and they're in bed with AEW. So there's actually going to be a DC versus AEW comic. Don't expect me to order more than more than some garbage book. Maybe 2 or 3 people are going to care. So maybe I order a little bit more than that. But if you want it and want to make sure you get your hands on some Kenny Omega versus Batman or whatever, DC's all about the fight, against each other. Anyway, Love and Rockets. Adam Polina did this thing called Big Daddy Danger. That was great. I have all the issues. And, so wrestling and comics, it goes hand in hand. But, just like a guy who likes sports, a woman that likes sports, they might not be like, oh, I don't like comic books. But maybe every once in a while, there are people that are into sports and comic books. But they're out there. And it's kind of like that with wrestling and comics also. There's more people. Well, I don't know. Over time, there's probably more wrestling fans. And then they slum it in comics. Nonetheless, CM Punk has written a comic. His wife has. I'm sure it's because they're quality writers and not because, of any striving, just like wrestling, always looking for that athlete. Maybe they can come in and give us some rub. Maybe we can get some Mike Tyson rub, maybe we get an actor to come in and do something. Comics is like that even more so. They'll go in the other direction. Oh, hey, any actor, hey, any wrestler, hey, anybody that got famous on the internet for something. And we would love you to work on our book for us. That's a lot of preamble for this.
Tonight's shocking new video from TMZ appears to show the President of the United States mouthing expletives and giving the middle finger to a heckler today in Detroit. Trump was responding to a heckler who shouted what sounds like, quote, pedophile protector as the president toured a Ford F-150 plant.
President Trump appearing to give a heckler the middle finger and saying F you twice.
He got heckled by an auto worker. He's so unpopular, he turned a Ford plant into an Oberlin drum circle. Also, what does it say that the president of the United States heard someone yell pedophile protector and immediately thought, oh, he's talking to me?
So that factory worker in Detroit got suspended. Of course, the UAW is there to defend First Amendment rights and workers slacking on the job. So he's like, suspended, probably not getting any pay during that time. There's a chance he might lose his job. In this economy, it's not impossible to believe that something like that might happen. So there was a GoFundMe that got quite a bit of money, like over 800,000 by the time I was listening to this person talking about it. Seems that this person in wrestling, we were going to talk about him last week, but Jesse Ventura, someone even older, probably the same age. Anyway, Jesse Ventura, made the Wrestling Minute. Now it's Jim Cornette. It seems that he was one of the top contributors, donating $5,000 to this dude named TJ Sabula. And since he got suspended and everything, someone started a GoFundMe, and now it's under that dude. So you could go give some money, GoFundMe. Just think about Patreon. Fantastic Comics has a Patreon page, and that's a real good time for me to put this QR code up. Thank you, StreamYard, for helping me with that. That's the first time I ever said thank you, StreamYard. It's like they're paying me to say that. They aren't. Anywho, Jim Cornette, there's someone else did $5,000, but Jim and his wife got their names up on there. And there were actually outlets reporting it, and it's more than just like inside the ropes, but this was with pictures, so let's give them some credit. Anyway, Jim Cornette giving 5,000 buckaroos to the dude that got in trouble for saying pedo protector to Donald Trump. And as Jim Cornette was saying, he got his ire. It's one, he gets scream shit all the time. I mean, you're a fucking orange motherfucker, something like that, right? And all sorts of other things. So this one actually, that rankled him just a bit. And with all the shit that's going on, let's not forget, this might actually be the most important thing. That's your wrestling. All right. We got a lot of new comic books to look at. Next week, we are going to be doing a Transformers spin. So anybody that wants to get in on that, or, you got to buy the last issue of Daniel Warren Johnson's run, number 24. We just did 23, I do believe. Let me just make sure. I'll just take a look at it really quick. What does that say? Yeah, we just did 23. So 24 is the next one. And that's how numbers work. It'll be a 1 in 50 variant. Like I said, it's the last issue of Daniel Warren Johnson's run. Jorge Corona isn't on that anymore right now. But Transformers obviously was in good hands with Robert Kirkman writing and Dan Mora. I mean, boy, that's crazy. Getting him from DC. I mean, after all those Ghost Machine people basically left DC, there's still been really good artwork out there. There's that Haining that's doing, I think she's doing the Batwoman that's coming up that Greg Rucka is going to be writing. I could be wrong, but there's a good artist on that. She's on one of the new books that's going to be happening. Obviously, the Batman artist, Jorge Jimenez, is great. Dan Moore is still doing stuff over at Justice League and whatnot. There's a bunch more. Daniel Semper being wasted on Wonder Woman. As long as they can keep these people and add to the stable, it looks. Oh, Danny is actually going to be the one doing the art on the Batwoman. That one's Danny on Batwoman. That's a strong step forward as far as artists working on books that you really haven't seen. I mean, to be doing a regular series, that's good stuff. Anywho, let us say hi to you out there that are live right now. Yeah, this one.
Hello. 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 Oh. Go. Look out. Hello.
Hello. Why didn't I start doing this while the video clip was playing? I'm just getting some of these files together for when we do the new comic books this week. We will be doing that. I can also, you know what? I'm going to try this. Hold on a sec. I don't usually screw around as things are coming too much. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you guys that we're Fantastic Comics is also a comic book store. Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 5 p.m. for your funny book shopping needs. Hopefully I have it. I'm always happy to order. You can get a hold of me at events@fantasticcomics.net. I have something for Eric O'Sullivan that I'm going to be shipping out. And I also found something over here that I know he wants also. So gotta make some money off you guys somehow, right? And that's the best way. Buy a book from me. Come on in. Come to the store. Buy a book. But again, if you can't, and you're like, well, I got $5. Might as well put it on this thing that I'm never going to get anything from. That's our Patreon page. All right, that's enough of that. Look at this. Oh, damn. Okay. I know exactly where it is. I need to bring a comic book in here, but I'll do it when Jimmy Stewart's playing. Boops for Gizmo, Eric O'Sullivan says. My DCKO blind bag for $9.99. Was it $9.99? Really? I don't remember that. Let me check this. I thought it would. I mean, all right. So you have your normal comic, and it's $6.99, I do believe. I'm gonna just look on my store computer right now. No, tab title. Okay. Oh damn, DCKO. Jeez Louise. It's because of the way it. Anyway. DCKO. Number 1. No, we don't care about second printings. All right. So we've got your regular cover is an acetate cover for $5.99. And the blind bag was indeed $9.99. Man, that is expensive. I still have a few left. If you want to risk it. And I opened it to find my Jim Lee Virgin foil variant had a massive corner ding and a ripple on the top of the cover to halfway. Never again. Cui buono. Well, yeah. Yeah. Blind bags. I guess one of the things about it is that, you don't know what the condition's going to be. And then there's the people that buy them and don't even open them to begin with. At least you got the Jim Lee Virgin foil. That sounds pretty cool. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Who does it serve? Well, it doesn't serve me. I can tell you that. But I didn't have any complaints about that one. We'll get into that in a second. Pantinium, who doesn't buy Marvel Comics, says Marvel has more problems than just the condition of their books. They need better QC across the board. I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. But I could look at almost every generation, any decade that I've read comics and probably say the same thing. And the more I don't care about Marvel Comics, the more I dislike the entirety of the line. But there's some good ones out there. I like them. Jilby Pills in the other room. Hello. Elithid Laura's here. Hello. Not near mint. Happy pre-NCBD, Yule and fam. Hey, thank you very much. I watched that video today where you were talking about Robin, the miniseries that Tom Lyle did back in the 90s, and you were talking about the second print of it, newsstand edition. Now, yes, that might be rare. I have arguments sometimes with people when we get into it about newsstand as opposed to in the store. It makes perfect sense why you would say a newsstand being in a better condition might be something a little bit more sought after. But you're really talking to somewhere in between there about the people that care, you know? It's like people that care about 35-cent variants and stuff like that. I was told this so the idea is that you buy all of them because they weren't all Spider-Man. So you want to get the 35-cent one of that or 30-cent, whatever the hell that is. They always do their little price changes. But the idea, if you don't know, is that in certain markets, they would have these price variants and not in other places. And, testing the water, like those Taco Bells that have a different addition to the 7 ingredients. How's your father? Good evening. Good evening to you. Oh, look at this guy. 7th. All right. Good. Oh, yeah. And you say I watch and smash that like button. Okay, let me do this thing. Where is it? Damn, did I erase it? Oh, no, it's right there. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Look, you can't even see it if I don't do that. Elithid Lore. Uh-oh. Steve Orlando, AEW are a match made in heaven. 0 interest. Also, really surprised they didn't get DWJ to write or draw it. He would probably had fun and it would have sold way better. Yeah. I would agree with this. I would agree with this a lot. I mean, it makes it doesn't even. I know he got into Japanese wrestling. And a lot of the people he likes to illustrate would be people at AEW, like Kenny Omega and the Japanese people that come over. Maybe not necessarily like the Jurassic 2 or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, so there you go. Jim Cornette offered the Heckler 5000. He put it up there. Supposedly he had a he had suggested that he would love to pay money to a news anchor or an interviewer that would say something to Trump. So either way, yeah, money's been exchanged. Oh yeah, heard about it already. Exactly. I see where we are in that. Very good. Thanks everybody for joining us live. It's really awesome to see you. If you have any questions, you can just ask away. I'm sure somebody in the comments could also answer it, but we're going to get to some new books right now. And I'm going to run outside and get this other comic book while I do that. So let me I got 18 seconds.
Why, we sell a dozen a day in this price range.
Who buys them? Tax collectors?
Even if I had to pay, it would be worth it. Just for the occasion.
What, is something big going on somewhere?
It's going on right here. It's a big night.
Well, it's just an old run-of-the-mill Wednesday. Well, the calendar's full of them.
All right. New comic book day, everybody. Can you believe it? The first month's almost over. Oh, which reminds me, I have to pay my quarterlies. It's all right. It's not that big a deal. So every Wednesday, new comic books come out. Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, IDW, Boom, Image, things within Image like the Ghost Machine books. So all of those are things that are just wonderful that are going to be coming out, and we're going to take a look at them right now. Oh, you're kidding me. It's not a lot of files. Jesus. All right. First up, we've got. Oh yeah, let me put you here, you all. No, like that. Yeah, that's good. They're All Terrible by Matt Kent and Ramon Villalobos and Tamara Bonvillain. They're working on this book. There was a bumper copy of issues 1 and 2. It was probably either started or something that came out when Bad Idea didn't get distributed by most stores because they had a bad idea for a concept, a business concept. I loved going into a local store and getting them, though. Oh, you jump through the hoops, so I don't have to. I'll pay cover. It's fine. Anyway, issues 3. So it's 1 and 2 in the same book, and 3 and 4. And this is coming out tomorrow. We've got a Tales from the Road Speed Racer, A Wrench in Plans coming out. Oh no, someone's preggers. Oh, yeah, wow. I never knew. Anyway, I have no idea who Richard Ashley Hamilton is, or Derek Acosta, or Joseph Shiraki. I know who Speed Racer is. All right, Darkness number 2. Mark Silvestri is writing? Doubtful. Raymond Gay, I bet that's the writer, and Arif Prianto is the artist. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe Mark's doing some heavy lifting. Cool cover. Always hated The Darkness, but I know some of you out there like it, so it's going to be out tomorrow. American Caper number 3. This is that dude who did Grand Theft Auto. By all accounts, people are enjoying this. Dave Lapham does art in it, and I'm a fan of his. And yeah, speaking of Dark Horse, this is a Dark Horse comic book. From Marvel, we have Black Panther Intergalactic. There are a couple of series that have come out after Jonathan Hickman's Imperial storyline. We've got Black Panther in space. We've got Nova, and one of them's coming out in a little bit. Oh, here it is. Oh no, this isn't it. Whoops. Hulk Smash Everything by Ryan North, and I don't know who the artists are. I didn't read the first issue. By all accounts, people are enjoying it, and I should let people know that by Fantastic Four that the same dude's writing it, because Fantastic Four is, well, it's a good selling book in my store. Wiccan, Witch's Road number 2, by a whole bunch of people I don't know. I'm not a fan of Wiccan and Hulkling much at all. I really wasn't a big fan of the Young Avengers. It was just wasn't for me, you know what I mean? And it has to be really, really special for me to want to read kid books, books about kids. Or something I've been reading about someone playing it, like Shazam. You kind of want Billy to be young all the time. Clark Kent, Superman. Yeah, he's normal. I'm not really into those future stories that don't really matter and shit like that. And I kind of feel like these aren't even legacy characters. You know what I mean? They're just not anything I care about reading, but they've been around a long time. So, there's got to be fans out there, and I buy the book for you. Powers number 5. It's 25th years of Powers. Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oeming. It looks like, what's her name has a new partner. I haven't read this in years, and I'm sure a lot of you haven't either. There was a time when Powers came out. It was one of the most different books. Bendis was like really good. He wasn't necessarily doing Marvel yet, and he was hot working at Image and creator-owned stuff, and he brought this over to Marvel's Icon line, I think it was called, and it was basically Bendis putting stuff out. with his buddies, and then him doing Avengers and Daredevil and stuff like that. All right, powers. Inglorious X-Force #1 by Tim Seeley and Sta Maria. Is that really the person's name? This was a good issue. I liked it a lot. I'm not always a big Tim Seeley fan, but Helverine's in it. That did well in my store, and I like the fact that Archangel and Boom Boom are in it. And it's not one of those books that's like, oh, 5 years in the past or anything, or 5 issues of backstory stuff. Speaking of those type of books, Tim Seeley's also doing Psylocke Ninja, which is back in like the X-Men 251 days, which a lot of people probably be excited to read that stuff. Nico Leon's on art, and very good illustrator. I like it a lot. Just not really caring about reading about old characters back in the day. But hey, look at this great David Shue cover. Is it David Shue? Something Shue. Derek Shue. That's what it is. Planet She-Hulk. There you go. #3. This is the other book that is from the Imperial. We've got Stephanie Phillips writing it. More on her in a little bit. And we've got art by Aaron Cooter, the Cood. I like his art a lot, but I've never seen him do a bunch of issues in a row of anything or really stay on anything that was going to be, here tomorrow. Planet She-Hulk. X-Men of Apocalypse. Holy cow, #2. It seems like it was forever ago that #1 came out. And then there was that Alpha. Anyway, Jeff Loeb and Simone DeMio is on art. Looks really good. And it does pique my curiosity because I did like Age of Apocalypse back in the day. But even though I got one of those big fat omnibuy of it, I still haven't ever read all the way through. Why?